You're watching DIYNate. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to tell me about your project in the comments. Today on DIYNate, we're going to be replacing our cabin air filter. I've got the STP CAF1739 in our Volvo XC90 2013 edition. So hopefully this gives you some inspiration to do this project on your own as well. So let's get started. Our first step here, I've got my snap-on ratcheting screwdriver here, and I'm going to change the bit here and go with a Torx bit. And then down here underneath the glove box, there are a couple Torx screws that we're going to try and turn off here. We're going to take that Torx bit screw out and we'll get going here. Well, we're up under the glove box here in our Volvo XC90. I've got my Torx screw coming off here. We're going to go ahead and drop this guy down, get him off of there. And so that comes out. And we're going to come over here to this other one and pop this screw off here. Once we get the Torx screws off, this panel should come off fairly easily. And I'm being careful. I don't want to rip any tabs or anything like that. I think there might be a tab on this side and a tab over here. There's a little bit of a tab coming off here. But I'm trying to be real careful I don't pop any plastic as I get this piece off. And there we go. Our section comes out. And we're going to go ahead and take this piece off of here. So it comes off. You basically just pull that off. Remove this part. Put this up under here. And there are 4 Torx bits here. 2 of them are going to be tough to get to in the back. So I know I'm going to deal with some challenges there. I might have to go down to a smaller screwdriver size. We're using a T25 here to get this off. So you can see even with the angle I'm in, and this is a fairly small screwdriver, I'm going to have to use something a little bit smaller than that. I might actually resort to a ratchet to get in here because those Torx bits are at a tough enough angle that it's not the easiest thing to get to. I've got a ratchet with an extension here, and I've got a part that I can put my Torx bit in. And so I'm just going to come down here. Hopefully I can get this off fairly quickly. Finding that screw in the back is difficult because this is a tough angle to begin with. So we'll get this first one out. One in there. Second one comes out. Once you get it in there and get it going, it moves pretty quick. Let's see back here. There's a bit back there that's going to be really tough to get to. Even this bit is not able to get in there nearly close enough. I've got that adapter on there that's just not able to do the job to get it close enough. So you're going to need something pretty tiny to get you right up into there. Unfortunately, I can't even see it. So I think I found one there. Okay, so I was able to get to this one. Got him. One down. Tough reach though. The angle I'm coming in leaves a lot to be desired. So we'll come up here for this other one. Okay, friends, I'm going to be real with you here. I want you to see the acrobatics I'm having to go to get this stupid Torx bit up into that slot. I don't have a tool just small enough to fit for me, so I'm kind of having to do cartwheels to get into this spot where I can see the Torx bit screw and manually turn it almost like a screwdriver with my hand here just to get that last screw out of there. So that's very frustrating. It's coming there, it's going off. Finally got it, but Lord have mercy, that was a nightmare. Oh, man, that was nasty. So now that we got that part out, we should be into the easy part, but getting those back 2 screws off was a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie on that. So what you can see, I've got the filter box here, and right here, I should be able to get this filter out. I'm paying special attention to how it comes out here, and you can see years of not having it changed and how nasty this thing looks. Kind of beat up on the inside as well. You can, gosh, you can really see that. Pretty nasty there. So that's what our filter looks like. It's been pretty well compressed up there. So that's what we'll be replacing in just a second here. Got the STP cabin air filter here. 1739 is the model. And you can check out the link in the description below if you want to buy a similar filter for your Volvo. So now we're taking it out of the packaging here. And go ahead and get this popped open. Make sure we get a good fit. I actually tried this with one I ordered online originally and it didn't fit. So now we got the better version. This looks like it's going to be a good fit. So one of the trickier things in understanding air filter for a Volvo, as well as knowing the direction that the air filter should place, we're going to follow suit to the same way that this came, but typically your air filter is going to go with the airflow going that way. These STP filters actually have an arrow indicator on them saying that the air should flow in. So I want the arrows pointing toward the engine, and so that's what I'll be doing right here. And this is obviously a tight squeeze. You got to bend it a little bit to get it up in there, but we're hoping it goes in nice and easy. It does. It's better than the last one I tried to get in here. Look how nicely that fits in. Fits like a glove. Push it up in there. Make sure it gets in there nice. And we're good to go. So just like that, our cabin air filter is back in place. All right, here we go, getting our Torx bits back in position here. We're gonna go ahead and get one latched on there, hopefully nice and easy. The ratcheting function makes this a lot easier. I won't tighten them all the way down until I've at least got the screws started here. Make sure everything's going in nice and neat. Second screw on the other side. All right, just tightening down our screws. And then going back to that spot in the back, trying to just get a little bit of action there. Okay, after some pretty heavy fighting here, I've gotten this screw up and he started to grab on that third screw. So that one is tough to get to, but at least he's up there. And then the last one is, of course, the nightmare of the screws. This one is such a tough spot to get to. So I'm hopeful that I've at least got that one in there. Maybe getting them in this time. Yeah, there we go. It's going in a little easier in the intake. So man, that's a nightmare trying to get that off. So hopefully your success is better than mine in dealing with that back screw there. And I'm manually tightening because I don't have something small enough to get my hands up under there. If I had a smaller ratchet or a smaller bit, I'd probably do that. But I'm gonna tighten that last one on. Now for our finishing touches here, we're gonna go ahead and put our plastic piece back here. Make sure we line this up, slide them in. Got a couple little tongues that are needing to go over there. And you'll just slide this piece right back in position here as much as you can. It should kind of clamp in there. Again, it's a little bit of an awkward angle trying to get to it in this direction, but it should go on fairly easily. And it was not too difficult to get this piece off, so it should be pretty easy to get it back on. Got a little plastic tongue here that's gonna catch, hopefully. And we're making sure we don't snap any pieces. And there we go. Pop this in. Everything's back to normal. Now we're ready to pop our screws back on here. Just those two cabin screws here. So now it's just a matter of getting the last little screws in here. Get them tightened in there. One down, come over to the other side, and closing the project out here. Easy DIY project. The hardest part of this job is making sure you got the right filter size, and also that one screw in the very back. Thanks so much for watching this DIYNate video. Today we changed our air filter. You can see how messy this old Volvo XC90 filter was. We replaced it with our cabin air filter from STP. This is a CAF 1739 model. I'll leave a link in the description below on where you can buy a similar product like this off of Amazon, or you can go to your nearest AutoZone to pick it up, or other parts store. Thanks again for watching this DIYNate video replacing our air cabin filter on our Volvo XC90 2013 edition. So hopefully it helped you out in changing your filters, and good luck with your project.